Hello dreamers, and welcome back to another vlog. It is currently October, which is my favorite month. Well, not my favorite month. It's one of my favorite months because Halloween is at the ending. I'm losing my light. There we go. Halloween is at the ending of this month, and that's my favorite holiday. So I just bought some stuff. Yeah, I hate yellow lights. But I just bought some stuff, and I'll give you guys a little mini haul. Oh, it's my water cup. So, okay, so bought a cute little pumpkin, and then for that, oh, I bought treat bags for the trick-or-treaters, and I bought this door cover. I got all this stuff from Dollar Tree. I got spider webs, and that's going on the door. I got the little pumpkin garnish, I think that's what it's called. And oh, and I got Kari some M&Ms. So what happened, baby? Put it in the garbage. Garbage. Come on. Ugh. So, apparently, come on, baby. Apparently, my child is still too young to eat M&M peanuts. So, regular M&Ms it is. She didn't mess up her outfit. Let's get a, let me, careful. But, pose. Say cheese. It's her outfit of the day. But apparently she is still too little. I don't know how much footage. You okay? Let me close this door. I don't know how much footage I'm gonna get for you guys because it's just me and Kari decorating. My fiance's in the city. So, you know, it's just me decorating. But I'm gonna careful. I'm gonna try to get some footage for you guys. Hopefully, be putting you guys maybe there. Yeah, it's gonna work out. Ready? All right. Here you go. Come on. Wow. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let mommy get video. Say hey. Hey. So, this is our little decorative area. And this is our door that I let Kari do. So I basically just let her pin the garland, and I just glued it. I just taped it down, and then the ones that fell off, she said she taped them to the door. Where we going? Where you want to go, to the store? Yeah. And she's bored, so we're gonna go to the store and get her something. I'm hungry. Okay, baby, I'm coming. Hey dreamers. So, damn, I hope you guys can hear me because my vent is really loud. But, hey guys, so it is, what is today? Today is Friday, October 11th, and I am getting ready to do my hair. I have an event to go to today. My friend Panda, the screening of the premiere of one of her films that she starred in, called The Rest of Us or something. But yeah, you guys are coming along for the journey. But yeah, so now I'm just gonna give myself 2 braids, and then I'm gonna give myself a nice face scrub, face mask, lip scrub. Yeah, that's about it. I really hope you guys can hear me because my vent is really, really loud. Hey dreamers, so here is the finished look. My little goddess braids. Now, my friend Kamati gave me this, and on Instagram her name is King Kamati and I'm King Tokyo. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. I'll link on my Instagram, and do I have Snapchat? I think I do have Snapchat, but I'll link my Instagrams down below so you guys can follow me. She had ordered the hair pins. She had there we go. She had ordered the hair pins. The hair pins that has a name, and the person ordered too many kings, so every king that she know, she gave him a hairpin. So I'm trying to think, should I add this to my hair tonight? I don't know, but I was thinking of setting it, like literally setting it right there. So what do you guys think? I don't know, like, you think I should do it? You think I shouldn't do it? I wish ow, 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 ow. I wish, oh Lord, it's stuck. Oh God, okay. I need a mirror. But yeah, so now I'm debating if I should add it to my hair or not. I'm about to put my scarf on now. I don't want to lose the light. There we go. I'm about to put my scarf on so I can let my hair set. But I'm trying to think if I should add it to my hair tonight. But I was saying that I wish that, Kari, relax. I was saying that I wish that, I could see people comments now, like a whole live thing, but not really live, if you know what I mean. Like you could call in. But, yeah, I'll figure out if I'm gonna add it tonight or not. Yeah, right now I'm about to go in my closet. No, I'm about to give myself a mask, a face mask. My skin doesn't look that bad, but it needs a mask. So I'm about to give myself a face mask and a lip scrub. And, yeah. And then pick out something from my closet. I might need to go to my house to, oh wait, I think my mother said she was coming over. Yeah, I think my mother said that she was coming over to, I think she said she was stopping by. It was dark in my living room. I think she said she was stopping by. Let me call her.
The middle is short.
I gotta bring my camera.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I'm videoing.
We just place it in the box.
Look at Panda and her parents. Oh no, I'm videoing. I'm videoing.
Back here in Washington Square, I am an NYU alum, class of 2017. Thank you. It's so nice to be home again at my alma mater. You know, suicide contagion, as you've just seen, is a really complicated topic. But the powerful work that Dr. Mills and her team are doing every day to support the NYU student community and drive discussions like this that affect so many students across our country is so inspiring to me. Films like this and tireless efforts that the clinicians and faculty and administrators make here every day are helping people who really need it the most. And what's more, universities truly are the right places to be driving these conversations. You know, in places of higher education, we are learning and growing. But so many people, as you've seen in the film, are struggling in silence, and they are fearful and unsure how to ask for help. Now, a few months ago in Palm Beach, Florida, I invited Dr. Mills to speak on a separate panel about mental health for young people, and when she invited me here to moderate this forum now, I felt really compelled to be able to play just a small role in advancing this conversation. Personally speaking, as a reporter, why am I here tonight? I've been covering mental and behavioral health issues for some time now. They run the gamut from substance abuse to suicide and crisis to contagion. As journalists, it's our responsibility to tell human stories, and frankly, in my view, stories about mental health are perhaps the most human and universal of all, because no one is immune. None of us are exempt from reaching out to people who are struggling. In other words, the rest of us. So now, as we transition into this next phase of tonight, I am proud to introduce our panelists to join me on stage. They're going to help us dissect the themes we've explored in the film and understand where we go from here. So please join me in welcoming these remarkable voices. They'll come up together, so just hold your applause for a minute. We've got Zoe Raguzios, the Assistant Vice President for NYU Student Health. Hedia Cesar is a producer on the film. And two stars of The Rest of Us, Amanda Dubrow and Preston Martin.
I said the bro.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Well done. This must be an exciting night for all of you. Seriously. Well, you've done it. Hurdle one overcome. All right, let's get right into this. Hedia, I want to start with you. Just to that your microphone is on. Otherwise, Amanda, maybe you can be charitable.
Hello?
Okay, great.
Great.
So Hedia, you are a producer. Congrats. I mean, what is it like to see this finally on screen after all this time?
Well, I should say in the last few days, we've seen it multiple times on screen, so it's a relief to finally see it with a large audience. But I think the biggest relief is finally to find media as a vehicle to have a greater conversation. I think that was the purpose in creating this film. And so, as you've all watched, there are so many important themes that I think are just the start of a greater conversation that we can all have together. Having an incredible cast and crew and other people that were along with us on this journey, it just makes it relieving and also affirming moving forward. How can we continue this important conversation?
Zoe Raguzios from NYU Student Health. Point blank, why have we got to be careful how we talk about the loss of loved ones, death by suicide, and suicide contagion?
So I'll start by saying that while we have to be careful, these conversations are absolutely important and necessary and need to be had. But there are real reasons to believe that the public depiction of suicide on film, portrayed by famous people or actors, can really influence the decisions of other vulnerable people. And so while it is important to have these conversations, it's very necessary that we consider the issue of contagion, which is clearly depicted here in this film, but also a real thing that happens around our nation.
Amanda Dubrow, you starred as Amy. Well done. I think you really did a terrific job. This is a tough role to play, right? Like, Amy has to really exemplify enormous resilience and strength in the face of unimaginable loss after loss. Her character is sort of under siege, and there are these twists and turns as the film goes on that continue to weigh down on Amy, but she stays strong somehow. So I wonder how you get into the mindset for a character like this.
So one of the main reasons why I decided to do this role was not too long before the filming, I had lost someone. So I was in the state of feeling alone, and I apologize if I get emotional. I'm sorry, guys. I think you saw too much emotional here. You might get
everybody is emotional right now.
So I did lose someone, so I understood what it was like to kind of be left behind and to kind of figure out what life was going to look like without them in it. And how could I continue, and what did life mean? And so that's how I kind of got into it, because I understood how it felt to have something happen to you unexpectedly, and to have someone so close to you be there one minute and gone the next. So it was just really diving deep into what that emotion was. And I did research, and I watched a lot of interviews from those that have experienced something like this.
Preston Martin, you are deeply involved in the NYU community. You've been working on the reality show for a number of years, and now obviously you've starred in the film. When you are thinking about messages that resonate with young people around mental health awareness, suicide prevention, what are the messages that really connect? And if you could do us the favor of sharing a little bit of your work with the reality show, I think that would be helpful for our audience too.
Sure, the reality show just finished its 15th year, which is
wow.
Started by Elizabeth Sweetos, as well as Zoe Raguskas and Dr. Linda Mills. I was in the first cast, and it's been going strong since. I now direct the program. It's here on the New York City campus, the Shanghai campus, and the Abu Dhabi campus. And it just tackles mental health awareness. It tackles what it's like to be in those 3 specific cities, away from home maybe for the first time. And we try to do so in an uplifting and exciting, hilarious sometimes manner. And so the messages that we keep coming back to are messages that sensationalize strength as opposed to sensationalizing the pain that one goes through, to actually move past the pain into the way that you are attacking the pain, actually. I call it Tetris, of like how you're moving around the different elements that you are struggling with, not to just collapse the whole board, but actually to see how the pieces can fit so perfectly together in sort of a mosaic. And that pain is universal, that heartbreak is universal, and it's part of the human experience. And so how you get through the pain is with each other, with being honest about that heartbreak, and with experiencing it in its fullness.
And do you find that young people are in a moment now where they're willing and ready to be having these conversations in a way you haven't seen? How has that progressed over the 15 years you've been doing this, or the 15 years the show's been running?
Absolutely. I think that when we started 15 years ago, these conversations weren't really happening, especially not the way that we see them on social media now. Mm-hmm. There's 17 think pieces a minute that go across a news feed. So now there is more of a willingness to talk about the issues, but I think the irresponsibility levels are different on how to do so carefully, how to do so in ways that help instead of hurt.
Hedieh, you've been involved with an app called Ray, and obviously we saw the Smile Project in the film, and when people came in, their photographs were taken. Talk to me about the themes of the film and how it resonates with the work you've done in Ray. Explain to the audience what you've been up to.
Yeah, absolutely. So I should first start off saying that a huge theme in the film is about communication and also about upliftment. How do we really express our love and gratitude for the people that we care about most? I think that's something that is extremely important. So about, I think, almost a year and a half ago, my brother had started an initiative at Stanford University where people were sending anonymous notes of love and positivity to one another. And there was this one incident where actually a student had received a love note from another peer of his, and he wrote back to that peer and said, "Thank you so much for sending to me this note of love because I was contemplating and killing myself this afternoon." Mm-hmm. And from then on, I had these conversations with my brother. How can we actually use technology in a positive and meaningful way? And so the film really touches upon that, and especially Amy's thesis project. But how do we look at it today in 2019? How do we use technology? And so something that is also a part of Ray is this app now, essentially, where you can send collective and digital cards to the people that you care about most. And so a part of this, as you had walked in, there was the Smile series that we're trying to enact, but also to encourage people as they walk out, how can we continue this conversation and just uplift each other and know that there's someone that cares about you?
Zoe, we've looked at data. We know empirically that suicide and suicidal ideation is going up among young people. What do you attribute this to?
There's a lot of reasons to believe that this generation is a particularly stressed out one. The American Psychological Association just did a survey where they asked Gen Z, which is sort of the 15 to 24 age group, and 3 previous generations about whether they've used mental health services and whether they would consider their mental health poor or fair, and Generation Z came out significantly higher in terms of admitting that their mental health was poor and that they had used mental health services before. And so then it begs the question, why are they so stressed out? And if you think about it, there's a lot of really good reasons to be stressed out as a young person right now, including, the fact that this generation of students has been inundated with active shooters, and my 5-year-old is doing active shooter training drills in their elementary school. They are a group of students who are faced with significant debt when they get out of college and wondering, if they've done the right thing by, going to college at all. There is some criticism around parenting and what are called helicopter or snowplow parents who don't allow their children to have to grapple with problems, and so there's this idea that they did build resilience through their K through 12 years and now into their undergraduate years. I think social media plays a significant role in some of the negativity that's been going on, and so I commend you for trying to use it in a positive way. We talked about this the other day that, when I was in college, you compared yourself to the 5 friends that you had, right? And either they were doing better than you or not better than you, but that's your group, right? And now you can compare yourself to the entire world instantaneously, both physically, which increases eating disorders and this idea of imposter syndrome, and also in terms of academic success or professional success, who got the internship, who didn't. You can really compare yourself instantaneously to the world. And so, this generation of students has significant challenges in that regard. Not to mention the hatred and violence and the racism and the sexual assault and other things that are going on nationally. So it's in the air. The discussion of suicide, the use of suicide as in one's repertoire of coping is much more in the air now than it has been in previous years.
I'm so interested by this duality of themes in the film, and if you juxtapose a film from 2001, 2002 being produced today with what we see on social media in 2019, each of you has sort of brought that up in a different way. But what really fascinates me is a film set in 2001 has shown us how we can employ technology in a really smart, thoughtful way, connectivity in a way that brings people together and enables them to reach out for help. But in 2019, we absolutely have seen a correlation between what Linda said before, loneliness, social media use, this idea of being isolated. And I've heard clinicians say that cognitively young people's brains aren't developed till 24 to 26, which means that when you're 13 and 14, and seeing what everyone else is doing on social media, you don't really have the inborn defenses to tackle those things. So I want to sort of work my way down the line, but I want to start with you, Henya, to talk about this theme of connectivity and how we might really intelligently use social media and use some of these platforms to empower people to feel safe and heard, rather than lost and in pain. How do we do that?
That's a huge question to answer and tackle, and I don't think we're going to figure it out tonight, but we can probably try to.
We can do our best.
We'll try.
You guys are smart.
I think the most important thing to think about when we're thinking about connection is really about how do we embrace being vulnerable and being seen, but also in a safe space. And so I think it's how do we learn to be present with one another. And also I think that something that's explored in the film that we can talk about more is really also your own identity and what you're going through. So at the same time that we have social media where we're trying to portray a certain image of who we are, or at the same time we're still figuring out who we are as a person. And so I think part of it comes with a lot of introspection and reflection of who we are, but then also this importance of embracing that part of yourself, being open to what your story is, your narrative, and actually extending the hand out and also reaching out and caring. I like the warm and fuzzy, actually. I think we need more of that. Yeah.
And how do we do this?
Well, it's a really big question, but personally for me, I would say feeling empathy for others, really being rooted in truth when it comes to social media. I know it's a very platform that can be taken advantage of, but allowing the platform to be a place where you can be vulnerable, and so telling your stories, however fearful it may feel, however afraid you are to tell the story, because you never know who we can help. Connect with your friends, your family, and have those open conversations, and then, talk about it. Maybe put up a post and ask the question, are you okay? Because I think nowadays we get so caught up in like, oh, how are you? And then they keep going. We're so caught up in the routine of our lives that when you ask someone, how are you? Do we really mean it? Is there some empathy behind it? Or are we just saying it because it's just being nice and pleasant?
As Dean Patterson says, to really see each other,
Right.
and to hear each other and see what we're going through. Preston, how do we promote resilience in young people? I mean, what Hedia and Amanda are talking about and what the film has exemplified is really this important concept of resilience that is gaining traction in the national discourse, but I don't think people really have a clear sense of how you do that. What's your take on this? How do you promote resilience among young people?
I really believe in lifting up the idea of curiosity and also actually something that Zoe said to me just a few months ago, talking about being able to hold multiple realities for people, that there is an and to whatever you're feeling, that you can feel really sad about where you're at in life while also recognizing the accomplishments you've made, that you can feel the heartbreak for something that you've lost while also remembering the joy that you held with them, and you can still hold that. That there really are multiple realities going on for anybody, and being able to hold that multiple reality for someone else, I think is such a huge, compassionate thing that you can do for another person. And then speaking to curiosity, to continue to keep the questions in the air, like something that we don't like to do in a reality show is just give a blanket answer to anything. We try to make it as question-based as possible, because as long as those questions are in the air, then you're curious about what's on the other side. You're not trying to end something, you're actually trying to work through to the other side.
Zoe, NYU has been so innovative.
Hello dreamers, I know it's been a while since you guys seen me. Don't ask me what day it is. What's today? Today is the 22nd. I should know what today is. Today is my nephew's birthday. My first nephew. He's 17, I think he's turning. But yeah, so I know it's been a while since you guys seen me. So I just got dolled up. I just got dressed up. I just got ready to swing over to my mother's house for dinner and cake and ice cream. I probably most likely won't eat because I already ate. I had vegan tacos that I made. They were so good. If you guys are like in a quick bind and you need like to eat something really fast and something really healthy, have some vegan tacos. I used a can of chickpeas. I put that in a pot with a little bit of olive oil. I let it brown a little bit with some minced garlic, and then once that was done, I took a teaspoon, or I think I used a tablespoon. I used a teaspoon of taco seasoning that I just had the other night when my fiance made tacos. I used a teaspoon of taco seasoning, sprinkled that on there, and let that saute in and brown. And then I put the chickpeas on my tortilla with cucumber, spinach, and I squeezed a lime over it, and it was so good, you guys. Like so good. It's so good, so healthy. I'm sorry I keep checking my phone. I'm waiting for my sister Bunny. She's supposed to be coming to pick me up because my fiance's not here. He was out all day, so my mother came and got Kari. And she picked her up. If you guys are new to my channel, hi, my name is Tokyo. I should have introduced myself. I'm gonna start introducing myself. But hi, my name is Tokyo. Welcome to my channel. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have a daughter named Akari. She goes with my mother. She goes to my mother's house on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So my mother came and picked her up a little earlier. And now my sister is coming in from school, and I asked her to come and get me because I was gonna take the bus down the block, but come out. Okay, she's here. I was gonna take the bus down the block, but I had called her and she said she was coming in from school and she was 10 minutes from the house, so I told her to just come get me. Okay, come. All right, so I'll see you guys when I get there. Oh, cute little. I did a quick little. This is my HBO Pav shirt. I went to the screening, and then there's some pants, and I'm gonna put on my black and white sneakers. But I'll see you guys at my mother's house. My doggy Apple. This is Snapple Apple, guys. She's so cute. She's a cockapoo. Yeah. And that's my baby. Hi, the snacks. Hi, the snacks. Hi, the snacks. Hi. She's so cute. She an old hoe now. She's but Apple 7, right?
I got her in 6th grade.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
She's 7.
She's 7. She an old hoe.
On me, but you flex on me.
Then text on me. Your girl travels.
Have you seen what you did?
Birthday boy.
Money, get up. Do it again. It's
Nice.
You annoying.
the other one. The other one, Grandma. You know what you did. Grandma, you know what you did. What kind of picture is that? What kind of picture is that? Oh my gosh.
Okay,
One.
one, two.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jordan. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now? How old are you now? How old are you now? Yeah, that was off. How old are you now?
Are you 1?
Are you 2? Are you 3? Are you 4? Are you 5? Are you 6? Are you 7? And she started at 10. 8. Are you 9? Are you 10? Are you 11? Are you 12? Are you 13? Are you 14? Are you 15? Are you 16? Are you 17?
17 years old.